Okay, so you're getting ready to buy a bus, and what is the saying? Buyer beware. So always keep that in the back of your mind, no matter who you're buying it from. One thing, this poor guy, he just bought this bus. He called us. No, he's a Patreon member. He joined Patreon before he even bought a bus. He was looking to buy a bus. He bought the bus. He sent me a message saying, I just bought the bus. I want to get it in for service, get you to look at it. Scheduled it right away. We weren't able to get him in for 2 months. So we got him on the schedule right away, and since he just brought it in. He did take his family on a trip on it. So when he's buying it from the seller is was using it for his ministry. So you think upstanding person, probably honest kind of thing. Told him several things, allegedly. Told him that, some of it I actually heard because he had a recording of him saying some stuff that's absolutely crazy, which I'll talk about in a second. But he told him that he asked him, what have you done to the bus? And he said that the airbags are done. The brakes were just done. I don't know what he meant by the brakes were just done. Does that mean they were just adjusted? Or does that mean they were just replaced? What does that mean? But as you see what we get into here, there's nothing on these brakes that have been done. And the airbags have not been done. There is not. I thought, well, maybe when I first got into it and saw some really bad airbags, I thought, well, I mean, we see cords showing through the sides of the airbags and big dry rotted creases where they look like they're just ready to explode all on their own, as you'll see as we get into the inspection on this. But I thought, well, maybe he said, maybe he just did 1 or 2, or maybe he did all the rear ones or something like that, but not a single airbag on this bus is any newer than at least 10 years, if not 15 years old. And then the brakes, we've seen a lot of sketchy brakes here on our channel. These brakes are the sketchiest, worst brakes that we've seen all year by far. And that's saying a lot for what we see here. And another thing that I actually saw on the video was the seller telling him, well, let's go back to the engine and I'll repeat kind of what he says and how he says it and see if you can figure out where the big bunch of BS is. But he bought everything, he bought the bus believing everything this guy said is being true. Took his family on it. This bus should have not been on the road. If a DOT officer would have saw some of the things that we came across today, it would have been, that's it, done. If it was commercial service. So RV, we get away with a lot of loopholes and stuff, but you're gonna see some really sketchy stuff on this one. I feel so bad for the buyer. Okay, so he's got video of him talking to the seller, and the seller's telling all the great benefits of this engine on here. And one of the things that he's saying is that this is the highly sought after silver edition. And I've had people offer me lots of money just for the engine in this bus. That's what the seller's saying to him. So now if we come over and look at it here, this is a silver edition engine, silver series, which in this case, it means it's painted silver. Somebody has literally painted it silver. If we bring the camera in here and you look at this pulley right here, you'll see that this is an 8V71. So this would be the highly sought after silver 71 edition. You can research that yourself and find out how valuable that is. Which to me and you just means that somebody put a can of silver spray paint on this Detroit Diesel 71 series engine. That is not a selling feature. It's not turbocharged. It's not a 92 series. This is a 8V71, run of the mill. Nothing. It's not a bypass blower. It's nothing like that. It is a run of the mill 71 series that has been painted silver. And that was the selling point for him, saying it's a highly sought after silver edition, that he's been offered a lot of money just for the engine, which, I mean, maybe it is so rare that maybe somebody did offer him money, but you research it and let me know what you find out about the highly sought after silver 71 edition. We have not had rain here in a month. That dust is just from my golf cart that came up the hill. Wait till you see that bus come up the hill. Yep. It's painfully obvious that we've got leaky wheel seals here. Crazy leaky wheel seals. This is the front hub. This one's leaky wheel seal too. So oily brakes, not good.
That is not good.
No, not good. When you got oil flowing in your drum.
And a bird feather. You doing anything special this one?
It's grease. I think that's a broken brake drum.
I think it's a broken who?
Come down. Look at the brake drum. Come down this way. You see this right here?
Yeah, yeah.
That's broken, right?
Yeah. It's no bueno.
That is a no. Holy shit, it's broke all the way through. All the way to this side.
Can you release your parking brake? Yeah.
You're gonna have to change the sign. Oh, look at that, it closed up. Wow.
Oh shit.
Hey, step on your brake for me. Wait, hang on a second. Jonathan, make this so the brake pad is just, go back just a little bit more. There you go. Yep, step on it. And release. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look at the condition of it. That is not a good airbag. I don't know what was just done with these brakes, but this is years worth of neglect on these with the leaky wheel seals and the way it is. Maybe the guy meant the brakes are done, like they're finished, they're done, they're completely done. It needs all new brakes. So George no longer has the most dangerous brakes we've seen all year. He'll be happy.
Aspen gets the title now.
Let's see if it's out of adjustment here or not.
I think it looks like this. No, it's just really tight. What would be the sign of the AI? It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was still bad. It wasn't.
Tight is actually worse than loose. The race definitely looks worn.
Bear look on this too. Yeah. Recycle.
Low. You know it's a leaky wheel seal bad when it's leaving a puddle on the floor.
Me too.
It should have not moved like that.
I don't think I have to take it out of adjustment.
You clearly do not.
But it might come off pieces.
I've never seen one move that far. Does it even have brake shoes on it in there? Yeah, it does.
Doesn't even.
Can you pull it apart with your arms? Sounds
like it's in 2 pieces. No, that's fine. It's just a wear mark. Look at the shoes. They've got to be catching something too, though, right?
Yeah. They're gonna get replaced.
A little lubed up.
You definitely didn't have efficient braking. It's like the Liberty Bell. So the guy that sold it, he said it had new brakes on it? Or how did he say it?
Brakes were done and the airbags were done.
Brakes were done, airbags were done, and all the airbags are old as crap. And then obviously we saw what the brakes look like.
They are done.
D-O-N-E done. We'll find out in a minute when you pull that bearing out.
Just throw this thing away. Maybe those are the ones that you did.
Those haven't been touched in years yet.
So it has bearings.
This is what the other one's gonna look like eventually. When this comes off, you'll see it.
I'm just trying to do the math because I mean, obviously.
Get a metal sliver.
Paint.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna look.
Maybe one here.
Yeah. Maybe the inner one. Still doesn't look good, but so you can really see it.
Right in the middle of wear pattern.
Yeah, what's
Wow. Pin.
yeah.
Yeah, this guy's trash.
The race. Oh yeah. The
Oh
race.
wow.
This is the bad wheel bearing race. I mean, look at that. I don't know if I can capture it. That is not a good wheel bearing. So this is missing the seal, the door seal here. So the way these fans work, they suck the air through the fan. It's supposed to force it through the radiator, so the air comes through the radiator. With this seal missing, it's able to suck air from here and then it goes up through the fan. So it's reducing the amount of air that it can pull through the radiators. It makes these engines overheat. It's very important to have the seal in there. That's one of the things we need to take care of. Yeah, look at all that grease and oil buildup on the. We're replacing the brake linings and this brake drum, obviously. We've got this started to get cleaned up here. Looks a lot better already. But that leaky wheel seal has been on there for years. that was not brakes just done. If there was anything that was just done with the brakes on this, even if you were adjusting it, you would have noticed that that wheel seal was leaking, that that brake drum was broken, that the brakes were out of adjustment. Any one of those things you would have noticed if you were adjusting those brakes. This is the most dangerous thing that's been on the road in our shop in a long time. These are the highly sought after dry rotted airbags that everybody's looking for. We're looking for the airbags that are dry rotted. So more oil saturated brakes on here. Dangerous. He said it wasn't pulling, but this side was way out of adjustment too. So I don't know how it wasn't pulling when he was hitting the brakes. But he did mention that nothing in his bus has moved. He's got stuff on his counters in there. When he would brake it like George, none of that stuff would move. And then coming in, looking at the airbags again, very dry rotted. That is old. There is nothing new about the airbag. This airbag here, you can actually see the cords showing through it because the tire at some point had rubbed against it. So not only is it dry rotted, but it's also got a big wear mark there. And they're all dry rotted like that. Not a single new airbag anywhere on this bus. So you got the bedroom with a little office desk there. Is that a composting toilet?
Yes.
And then shower. And that's a washer dryer combo unit. And 2 bunks. I suppose you could have a 3rd bunk down here. Did it have another bunk in it when you bought it, then you took it out? And,
It did, yeah.
yeah.
With only 2 kids, we didn't need it.
Pocket door. Another pocket door.
We've got 2 5 kilovolt, 2 5 kVA batteries, power hub, and then our AC/DC distribution panel.
Yeah, plenty of room to add more into there.
Yeah, I was gonna.
So, when you buy a bus, getting an inspection would be nice. We do offer that service, and if you're looking to buy one and the owner is telling you that it's a very reliable bus and you should be able to drive across the country safely with your family in it for years to come, they should be able to drive it here to Tennessee safely for us to go through it and take a look at it. And if you're the buyer, it's going to cost you a couple $1,000s for us to go through and do what we've done here today. Pull all the hubs, take a look at everything underneath, safety inspection, all that kind of stuff. You would know that the airbags are in good shape. Telling them that the airbags and brakes are all taken care of, I mean, this is $10,000 worth of work that potentially has to be done that was allegedly just done, that obviously wasn't. So why would you tell somebody that that work was done? I don't understand it. We are going to be working with an RV dealership that's in Kentucky that's going to be bringing us, they buy and sell used Prevos, so luxury Prevos like Marathons and Liberty conversions, that kind of stuff. They're going to start bringing us their Prevos for us to go through and do an inspection on them and then do any repair work before they sell them. that's going to be a nice thing for us to offer for them, for their clients. It's going to help get exposure for them. The viewers here on the channel are going to see these buses that are going to be for sale and really get to look at them closely, at things that you never get to see. You know, you always see the pretty pictures of the outside and the interior, but you're going to get to see up under the bus. Now, we don't do the RV system side of things. It's just going to be the mechanical coach side of things, but we can go through a Prevo and tell you what's wrong with it, and really get a good look at, you know, airbags, suspension, brakes, air leaks, that kind of stuff, engine, all that kind of stuff that we can really look at for them. So that's going to be a neat service that we're going to start offering for them. But yeah, it'd be nice to get an inspection. It'd be nice if the sellers were honest about stuff. You know, if they just don't know that there's something wrong with the coach, that's fine. That's, you know, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't, you know, if you don't know the wheel seal was leaking, but to tell them that the brakes were done and the airbags were done when they're all old and need to be replaced, that's just, I don't understand it at all. That broken brake drum, I mean, he has family on this thing. They took a trip to Florida. That's terrible. It's disgusting is what it is. So anyways, we'll have more of this bus coming up. Oh, the brake drums. Oh my goodness. Webb has discontinued that brake drum, which is on like almost every MCI bus. So from the 5 Series that's sitting here next to us, that's got the same brake drum on it. GM buses have that brake, like 4104, 4106 have that brake drum. Webb's discontinued it. Luke had one left in stock, so we're able to replace the one on the other side that's bad. I wanted to replace this one too, because it's got some pretty good heat checking in it, and it should be replaced at some point very soon. We reached out to Brandon at Cardinal Coach, who's got a new YouTube channel. Check it out. I put a link to it on the channel yesterday. Go check out his YouTube channel. We talked to Brandon. Brandon already had one blueprinted at another shop they'll make the brake drums, but because of tariffs, it's a 200% tariff on it. To get a brake drum, it's like $900. Normally we pay about $250 to $300 for a brake drum. So $900 we can get them if we order a pallet of 12, and it takes 3 to 6 months for us to get them. So between him, me, and Luke, maybe we'll all get a pallet just to have if nobody else is going to redo it here in the States, or we can get it cheaper. And then that company said they have a couple of new old stock ones still in their inventory that they would sell for like $1,200, which included free shipping. Per brake drum. That's an insane price, but we're going to be in a lot of trouble real soon if we don't come up with something on these, because there's a lot of buses that have that are still on the road. MCI 9s, 12s, 5s, 6s. 6 might be a little different. I'm trying to think, because they have a different hub pattern. They might be different, but yeah, some of the early 102 A3s I think have that same brake drum too. So it's going to be an issue coming up. We got to figure out what we're going to do.
See him loading up his tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long, hard ride in old Lenny the Silver Sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. With the propped up engine door, watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows them Detroits, there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Now he's moved his family to the hills of Tennessee. Watch that bus grease monkey make his home, bringing buses back to life with the help of his dear wife. Watch that bus grease monkey get it done. Well, he travels town to town looking on them old greyhounds. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Driving buses far and wide, and on Lenny the Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?